It's Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity, and it's day 4 in Poway and time to tackle this poor, damaged barrel. So we talked earlier in day 1 about how a truck had backed into this and caused a crack which began to rot. So we cleared out all of the rotten, came upon healthy tissue. How you know you have healthy tissue is it doesn't smell like a dead animal. Okay, that's how you know you're good. No smell. The rest of the plant's completely intact. I feel very confident that this will heal itself. So what we're going to do is we're gonna treat the wound as a precaution. You don't have to, but it does help to give it a seal so no more bacteria penetrates, and that can really enhance the healing process. So this is what I like. The clear, or rather the tacky spray, right? Glue. So just spray it on. Then it dries almost instantly, and we'll be able to get a shovel under that, flip that girl around, and I think all will be right with the world. All better. So that's a little hack for you. What's going to happen with this barrel from the damage? Will she pup, a crest, do something funky? I hope so. But you know, when we got in there and dug down, there was no damage to the roots. It didn't smell bad. There were no bugs in there, so it was just superficial. And I think that we have indeed fixed her. And that glue also works if you are taking cuttings of cactus and you want to callus them faster. You can use glue to do that as well. All right, it has been a really big, productive, fantastic day. We were able to complete the barrel cactus garden, our little colony down there. It looks completely amazing. And the guys also got our columnar cactus planted on the other side of that giant rock. We also threw a ferox in there. So, you know, it doesn't always have to be a lot. I had Hannah at lunch go to Brandon's, to Desert Theater in Escondido, and grab some beautiful mature mammillaria specimens too to plant in front of the big rock. And then Kevin planted some jade, some yellow jade down at the corner. So now this entire area is finished. And really there's not that much going on.
Let's look from that perspective before we go down.
But Lordy, yeah, it looks good. And then we had our rock delivered. We have rubble, we have decomposed granite, and we have burgundy 3/4 in these bags. This is all gonna have to be moved down there. So yeah, if you're in the San Diego area and you'd like to volunteer and come help us out sometime, just let me know. All right, you see Kevin walking up the slope. We harvested some aloe cameronii from another area of the garden, and he's planting it right here. Look how great that's gonna look. Yeah, this slope was not part of the job per se because it had already been planted out years ago. We have, you know, lantana and ceanothus and other natives and whatnot. We did pop in some agaves, some aloes. We also got flats of ice plant. You can see cute little plugs of ice plant tucked here and there. We want to kind of try to emulate what's going on over on the other side. I think that's so gorgeous. So as we move forward, I mean, there's still a number of phases to go on this garden. And every time we come in to do a new phase, we always do little upgrades on previous phases. So the slope will be no different. We'll be able to do a little more and a little more upgrades on this side too as we go. Oh yes, and the Baccarnia recurvata went in the corner up there. We took one of the, it was actually a fortnight lily we took out of there. So that's a spectacular spot for that Baccarnia to grow and become a beautiful tree. All right, moving on down. We are in the process of ringing all of the plants with netafim. This little blue glow is going to go in here. but we've pushed it off to the side right now so we'll have accessibility to get through with the wheelbarrow and buckets for our rocks. And then Hannah had a cool idea. Hannah has a lot of cool ideas, but you know this, you know me, restraint is not my strong suit, and yet we didn't want to plant under the oak because oak. So she said, well, you know, they could pull in a really cute chair in here or a bench or something and, you know, sit in the shade and enjoy the garden. And I thought, that's a fabulous idea. So maybe they'll want to do that. And then this area won't be empty anymore. Okay, then here they've had, you know, they have a concrete pad. This obviously predates us. And now they've got this beautiful presentation of plants to look at down here. We are going to take some of our rubble and run it along behind the columnars to, you know, create a delineation, because that downslope goes on for days and that's too much. So we just want to keep the eye forward. Here's the beautiful little mammillaria garden. Ryan and Omar designed and put this together, and they did a really, really beautiful job. I love mammillarias. Low profile, very, very slow growers, and really don't have any needs whatsoever. This perspective up here is stunningly beautiful too. And that, you know, that's all part of the job, is to look at the garden from every angle and make sure that it's balanced and looking good from all different presentations. Here's our beautiful barrel cactus colony. I think I did a really good job of restraint on this one. We had started yesterday by just kind of checkerboarding some barrels in here because I wasn't really sure what we were going to do. But then as we started to cluster them together, we realized that that's what we're going to do. We're going to create clusters with space in between. So obviously this will all be smoothed out, and we will be applying top dressing in here as well. But what a beautiful frame, right, these boulders make for this colony. And no water. We will put a little water on the ferox, but obviously no water on the barrels or the columnars. You can see here that the guys have ringed the plants with drip, and then the connecting line is a hard line, so we only get water where we want it. We do not irrigate cacti, just soft succulents. Yeah, look at that opuntia. Isn't that cute? Now this is not a plant I use that often. I'm not a big fan of glaucids, which are those tiny little microscopic thorns that get under your skin and stay forever. But in a larger garden like this, where we're not really going to need to get in and manipulate it, it's a winner, and it's beautiful. Those blue petals, it gets beautiful flowers on it. So, yeah. Tomorrow, we'll no doubt continue with the irrigation. We'll work on resurrecting the path. We're gonna go wider. The client really likes the idea of widening the path. Right now it's only a couple feet wide, so we're gonna pull this rock out and go wider. We likely won't finish it with DG since we have more work to do in future phases. That might happen later, but we will definitely get it put together. You know, then things like this. See all of this rubble that was here from a previous iteration? We got to do something with this. This is so much work, guys. I mean, seriously, I don't want to cover all this beautiful rubble up. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take some time to get in there and fish a lot of the pine needles out and fluff it up and make something decorative around this beautiful old man of the Andes.
Because you can see it cascading down next to the Melaleuca.
Yeah, see, you know, all the way up to the Melaleuca, see how it's kind of cascading down. I love that. It's a beautiful look. So we're gonna do our best to resurrect it. I just don't have days, and I don't want to go to the expense of buying more of this rock. So yeah, that's that little intel on that. We've got more of the berthas planted today. We did stage 3 barrel cactus in the garden, as well as some presentations of Aloe cameronii. We got the Aluaudia procera in. Right? So super, super productive day. we've only got 2 days left, so it'll be interesting to see if we're able to get all of this knocked out. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you for sharing the videos with your garden-loving friends and for all of your supportive and lovely comments. This has been Laura of Design for Serenity in Poway with day 4. Bye, guys.